Hello student, this is Palla Darbari, your host, and you are watching Palla Darbari classes. In this video, we will discuss Indian Economic Development Class 12th, Rural Development, Part 5. This is a very important topic, and in this video, we will discuss agriculture diversification. Let us see what is agriculture diversification. Agriculture, which employs the majority of the population in India, is a seasonal occupation. We all know that 60% of the people is absorbed in agriculture sector because two-thirds of the population still live in rural areas. Since they are living in rural area, in one way or the other, they are being associated with the agriculture sector. And agriculture is a seasonal occupation. Many farmers remains out of work for certain months in a year due to the seasonal nature of the agriculture. Thus, there is a need to find out the alternatives so that the people will be absorbed and their economic condition and the social condition should be revived. Diversification of agriculture has two aspects. Number one, diversification of crops, and the second is diversification of production activity. When I say diversification of agriculture, it means alternative of agriculture. And alternative of agriculture has two aspects, that is diversification of crops and diversification of production activity. Let us see all these in detail. Firstly, we will discuss diversification of crops. Farmers should remain engaged to grow a variety of crops rather than focusing on only one crops. In our country, mostly the farmer is being absorbed in cultivating one crop. Most of the time they devote and the entire life they only cultivate one crop. When I say diversification of crop, it means focus should be made on multiple crops, on variety of crops. Farmers should be encouraged to grow a variety of crops. So diversification of crops implies a shift from single cropping system to multiple cropping system. It is also known as shift from subsistence farming to commercial farming. When I say subsistence farming, it means doing the farming for the own requirement. When I say commercial farming, it means doing farming to earn money. So diversification of crops also called a shift from subsistence farming to commercial farming. Farmers grow according to the prevailing market conditions and thereby maximize the gains. What it means? It means farmers should know the demand of the crops, and according to the demands, the farmer should cultivate the crops. They should grow the crops. Now let us see what is diversification of production activity. The rural people should be encouraged to set up and seek employment in non-farming practices. What it means? It means that the farmers or the rural people should be encouraged to try their luck in non-farm activities such as agro-processing, food processing, horticulture, fisheries and livestock farming. Why? Because we know that agriculture is a seasonal occupation. So during the off-season time period, the farmers can try their luck, or the farmers or the rural people will be absorbed in non-farm activities such as agro-processing, food processing, horticulture, fisheries and livestock farming, so that the farmer will be or the rural people will be absorbed in job during the entire session. Now let us see the significance of diversification of agriculture. The first significance is non-farming employment opportunities. Second is helping during seasonal change. Third is water new prospects. And the fourth one is eradicating poverty. These are the advantages which the people living in the rural area will get if they are absorbed in or if they cultivate diversification of agriculture. Let us discuss all these points one by one. Let us see the significations of diversification of production activity. The first is non-farming employment opportunities. Listen, Indian agriculture is largely dependent on monsoon. People, poor and late monsoon, we know that if the monsoon is good, the production will be very good. And if the production is poor, if the monsoon is poor, then the farmers are badly hit by it. So poor and the late monsoon adversely affect the production process. Farmers cannot depend entirely for the subsistence. They cannot even depend entirely on agriculture sector. So diversification of production enables farmers to find employment in alternative non-farming avenues. So diversification of products enables the farmers to get the job, to meet out the livelihood when the agriculture is not supportive. Let us see the second significance, that is helpful during seasonal change. Agriculture employment opportunities are mostly concentrated in Kharif season. Why? Because during this period, the monsoon is not the issue. We don't need sufficient water supply. So agriculture employment opportunities are mostly concentrated in Kharif season. That is July, August, September and October. During Rabi, because of ease of proper irrigation, farmers find it difficult to find gainful employment. But during the Rabi season, the farmers need sufficient water supply. So it is very difficult to find gainful employment. Because till date, the farmers are dependent on monsoon for the irrigation. So during Rabi season, it is very difficult for the farmers to sustain the livelihood. Diversification of production helps to counter this seasonal unemployment. Let us see the third significance, that is water new projects. Listen, agriculture suffers from disguised unemployment. When I say disguised unemployment, it means what? It means that from a distance it appears that all the family members is being absorbed in job. But in reality, they are simply helping the main family person. They are not being absorbed in job. Why? Because their presence is not adding anything in the production activity. So agriculture suffers from disguised unemployment. This implies that the number of the people employed in the agriculture sector is a lot more than what is required. Diversification of production solve the problem of overcrowding in agriculture sector. How? By creating non-farming job opportunities. Let us see the next significance, that is eradicating poverty. Non-farming production activities provide employment opportunities to the rural people throughout the year. This implies that the people are assured of an income all year round. Now let us discuss the diversification of production activity. The first one is animal husbandry. In India, diversification has occurred also in terms of moving away from crop production to other agricultural activities, mainly livestock farming. Livestock farming has become a secondary source of income. The first one is agriculture, no doubt, and it has become the second source of income. It is the second most non-farming activity. It means it is the activity which the farmers are preferring after agriculture. It employs 70 million small and marginal farmers. It is also called livestock farming. Mixed livestock farming in India is followed in India. This comprising raising poultry, cattle, goat and sheep. 40% of the livestock farmers in India is raising poultry. How much? 40%. The share of the livestock farming in employment is comparatively higher in semi-arid and arid areas than in well-irrigated areas. Why? Because in the well-irrigated area, people prefers farming, and in the less irrigated area, people are shifting to animal husbandry or livestock farming. Dairy is another example of livestock farming. The capital investment is comparatively less than that in crop farming. Financial institutions, banks easily give loan for the animal husbandry. Government has made schemes, and through the scheme, the easy loan is being given to the farmers. Now let us discuss the problems which the animal husbandry is facing. The first is a huge infestation of flies and the ticks occurs in sheds and on animals, which create sanitation and disease problem. The very first problem is infestation of flies and ticks, and it creates sanitations and disease problems. And the second problem is large number of disinfectants and antibiotics are needed for proper maintenance, which creates environmental pollution. First problem is sanitation and disease problem. Second problem is environmental pollution. And the third is fecal materials, when left untreated, create a foul odor. So third problem is odor. So these are the three problems which often pops up from the animal husbandry. Now let us discuss the second diversification of production, that is fisheries. It is the important source of living in the coastal areas such as Kerala, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. The fishing community in India depends on water bodies, both inland and marine. We know that two types of the water bodies are there, one is inland and the other one is marine, and the fishing communities in India dependent on water bodies. With the live-in population, fishing has become a source of livelihood. At present, it employs nearly 14 million people in our country. Livestock 70 and the fisheries 14 million people in the country. Let us see the problems. The first problem is it contributes 1.4% to the GDP. What is the main reason behind it? The main reason is the lack of mobility of labor to other sectors. Next, illiteracy. Next, indebtedness. Because of these three problems, the GDP contribution from the fisheries is low, that is only 1.4%. The next problem is overfishing and the population of water bodies. Let us see the next diversification of production activities, that is horticulture. Horticulture is the fast emerging as an important source of livelihood in rural areas. Horticulture crops includes cultivation of fruits, vegetables, medicinals and antibiotic plants and flowers. India is the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables. The increase in horticulture production has lowered the vulnerability of small and the marginal farmers. Because of the horticultures, the dependency of the small and the marginal farmers has reduced. Horticulture generates employment for 19% of the total rural labor force in India. The period between 1991 to 2003 referred as the Golden Revolution. This point is very important. Most of the time it will be asked in hot questions, in papers, in 1 marks. We have to tell the period which is referred as a Golden Revolution. The period from 1991 till 2003 is referred as a Golden Revolution. Why? Because during this period there was a tremendous increase in the production of various fruits and vegetables. Now let us see the problem which this horticulture is facing. The growth of the horticulture sector has created a major problems for the country. The bulk of the area under horticulture has expanded at the cost of area under pulses. So the first problem is, just to grow the horticulture sector, the production of the pulses is being sacrificed. So horticulture is at the cost of pulses. Second problem is, excessive and the deficient in rainfall has vital problem for horticulture. How? Because heavy rainfall leads to waterlogging conditions resulting in poor blossomings of fruits. If the rainfall is heavy, then it becomes very difficult for the fruits and the vegetables to grow. Second problem is, if the rain is low, then the cost of production increases. Why? Because one has to find out the alternative means for irrigation. So the two problems are, first is the production of the pulses being sacrificed. Second is the excessive and the deficient in rainfall are vital problem for horticulture. That's all I have in this video. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. Dear subscribers, if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever I upload the new video, you get the notification.